Welcome back to the channel. Monica Loop here at the Love Messages. So today we are going to be doing a reading for the 2nd to the 3rd week of June. This is going to be a general reading. It may resonate, it may not. If it does resonate with you and you want services from me, you want some more information about what I offer outside of the channel, details for that will be linked in the description box below for you. Pisces, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Ooh, the Lovers came out. Are you in love with someone? Maybe. Okay, let's see. Ooh, a relationship. Interesting. Okay, so your challenge here is the 3 of Cups, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the 5 of Cups upright, okay? So your biggest challenge here, Pisces, is the 3 of Cups. Now, the 3 of Cups is talking about celebrating. It's talking about maybe reconciliation here. It's talking about coming together. Some of you are coming together with maybe friends, or you're maybe coming together with people that you really love. This could be a challenge for you because at this time, I do feel some of you are going through a major transition now that Neptune and Saturn is out, they're out of your sign. There's a transition, there's a change happening. We're going to find out why your challenge is the 3 of Cups. I'm not quite sure why it is, but when we clarify, we'll get more information on that for you. Now, in the recent past, you have the 4 of Pentacles, you have the 8 of Pentacles, and you have the 9 of Pentacles. So in the recent past, I do feel that you worked extremely hard on something here. And no matter what was happening in your life, no matter what changes, delays, problems, issues were coming up in your life, you dedicated yourself here in the past to your job, your work, something here that you loved and you enjoyed doing. And as a result of you dedicating yourself to this situation, I feel it brought in a lot of abundance for you, a lot of fulfillment, 9 of Pentacles. And many of you started a business here in the past. Maybe you became very successful in your business or your work situation. We're going to find out more about that when we clarify for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the 4 of Swords, you have the Emperor, and you have the 10 of Swords. So in the present moment, I do strongly feel that for many of you, there is a situation in your life that is coming to an end. And what is coming to an end, I'm seeing 10:10 on the clock, which means major cycle is coming to an end for you. You're healing from this. Maybe you're resting more, or you need to rest more. One of the things that you have to realize is that if something difficult in your life has come to an end and it really just shattered you in so many pieces, stability is on its way. Okay, so something here is closing out, it's ending, it's no longer for you. And the Emperor is here. It's talking about stability that's coming in. It's talking about an opportunity that is going to bring forth what you have been seeking for quite some time. Some of you are attracting an Emperor into your life, or maybe you're becoming the Emperor. And it's because of a very difficult situation that you recently went through and that you overcame. Okay, this is what I'm getting here for you in the present moment. We're going to clarify that and get more information for you later. You have the 9 of Cups, you have the Page of Cups, and you have the King of Wands. So your biggest message here in the near future, I do strongly believe for many of you, there's a lot of fulfillment here in the near future. Some of you are dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You're really interested in this fire sign, or they're really interested in you. I see an exchange happening here in the near future. And the exchange here is an interest, a love interest. That's what I'm getting here. And it's one that's going to bring a lot of fulfillment to you. We're going to talk more about that when we clarify in a moment. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, the 5 of Cups. Many of you, now I'm really getting a clearer understanding of an understanding of what's happening for you. Like I said to Cancer, some of you have Cancer very strong in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with a Cancer. Shifting your focus in the near future. Okay, this is what you don't see coming. Some of you are still bent on the fact that something here failed or it didn't work out in the past. And one of the beautiful messages that I have for you, one of the things that you can prepare to anticipate and look forward to is Jupiter being in Cancer. Okay, Jupiter being in Cancer is going to highlight abundance for you. Okay, now that Saturn is out of your sign, Saturn has taught you how to take care of yourself. Saturn has taught you how to be responsible. Saturn has taught you how to stick with things even though they can be difficult at times. Saturn taught you a lot. And now, because you've overcame that Saturnian energy that really just drilled you for the past, I don't know, 3.5 years, Jupiter is coming in and Jupiter is bringing abundance to you. So even though things have been very difficult, that's coming to an end. And it's very important that you are in alignment with your thoughts, your mind and your heart. These two need to be in alignment to continue manifesting and creating the abundance that you seek. Some of you are going back to somebody from the past, or you're going back to the way you used to do things, or you're going back to maybe the negative mind frame, the negative thoughts, and you have to be careful of that because that can really affect your progress moving forward, okay? Maintaining a clear and healthy, positive mental attitude is what is going to bring the abundance into your life, and this is something that is very important for you to know, okay? So with that being said, let's hop right into your reading. And let's get some information on what's going on for you. Okay, let's clarify your challenge. Okay, so the Three of Cups is clarified by the World. You have the Six of Cups and you have the King of Wands. So your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with accepting the fact that something from your past is done. Some of you, this is maybe a fire sign that you were dealing with, a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I'm getting a Scorpio here, a Taurus. I'm also getting an Aquarius or a Cancer, okay? Sun, moon, or rising. So you are in this place right now where you are putting the past behind you. Some of you haven't done this. Some of you are still bent on the past. You're still connected to the past. You're still reminiscing about it. You're still upset about something that happened from the past. You're still holding on to it, okay? And some of you may say, no, I let it go a long time ago. Just because you let something go doesn't mean you've forgiven yourself and the other person. And if you haven't done this, this is something that could block your manifestations here. So your biggest challenge here is not to reconcile with the past. When I say reconcile with the past, I don't mean just going back to somebody from the past. For some of you, that could be physically the case, but I'm talking about the mental attitudes that held you back in the past. The emotional attitudes that held you back in the past. And it has a lot to do with a specific person that you dealt with here in the past, either a Cancer, a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus is strong here, okay? So this is about clearing the slate, forgiving, healing, accepting the past, how the past ended up, closing that chapter, forgiving yourself, forgiving the other, not forgetting, but allowing yourself to truly close that out. Because once you do that and you accept that something here is done, instead of constantly revisiting it by talking negatively about it or bringing it up all the time, the more you go back to that, the more you create less room for the things that truly matter, which is your abundance. And now that Jupiter is entering or has entered into Cancer, you have been feeling this shift. Okay. If you know, a lot of you have been feeling the shift. Some of you are doing a cleanse, like a herbal cleanse. I'm getting something here about cleansing or like a very strong herb that you're using. Okay. And this cleanse that you're on, or the cleanse that you're about to do, it's really going to help you to become more grounded within yourself. It's going to help you to realize, the things that have been holding you back. And a lot of it is emotional trauma from your past. A lot of it is things that, you know, you haven't quite cleared yet. Now, some of you are going to agree with me. Others of you are going to say, no, it doesn't resonate. And that's fine. That's fine. Okay. If it doesn't resonate, that's fine. But ultimately, this is about a cleanse that you're doing. Okay. Because you're entering into a new phase. You're entering into a new cycle, and one that is going to be very prosperous and abundant for you. Okay. So that's going to be a big part of your challenge, Pisces. Let's clarify the recent past. Okay, so in the recent past, you have the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. You have the Page of Pentacles, and you have the Justice. So in the recent past, I do feel that you went from a very small humble beginning here in the past in your career, and you just shot up and you became very successful here in the past. And for many of you, the reason why this happened was this was your karma. This was your justice. Many of you were treated unfairly in the past, or maybe somebody did something to you that really affected you on a very deep level. And as a result of that, that was your karma. Achieving something, going from 0 to 100 here in the past, that was your karma. Achieving something great here in your career. You also have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Swords. You have the Ten of Swords, and you have the Six of Wands. So yes, success was yours in the past. And although you continue to hold on to this pain, this ending here, the success that you received made up for the ending or the pain that you received in the past. Now, some of you may say, well, I'll never be fully compensated for the negative ending or the bad experience that I had in the past. I'll never be compensated for that. But I do feel that even though there was a painful situation that you went through in the past, spirit, the universe, whatever you believe in, somebody came in, your ancestors, somebody came in here and really gave you an opportunity to fully feel successful, to feel that you had the capability to actually accomplish something because this is what you wanted deep down in your heart. And what it led to here in the past was your independence. You no longer had to rely on somebody financially here in the past. You were able to maybe walk away from somebody here who wasn't honest or somebody who was keeping things from you. You started to step in your power more here in the past. And again, all of this happened. And for some of you, I'm just going to say this, if it didn't happen for you, either it didn't happen because you didn't believe in yourself that it could or would have been able to happen for you, or you didn't do the work. Some of you did the work, like you really got in there and you started digging in and you did the work and you were rewarded for that. Others of you may have not done that. And that's maybe the reason why it didn't happen for you. Okay. It doesn't mean that it's a missed opportunity. It just means that, you know, a new opportunity will come around, and it will for you. Okay. But 9 times out of 10, you know, I feel a lot of you achieved something great here, you know, because of the karma, because of maybe the challenges or the things that you went through in the past that really affected you on a deep level. And many of you took it and you ran with it. And you maximized it. And that's great. And that's why you were successful here in the past. Now, let's talk about, and by the way, I just want to mention a negative experience that you had in the past was a catalyst to your success in the past. Okay. Now, let's clarify the present moment. Okay, so in the present moment, you have the Four of Swords at the top of your reading. There's a lot of this healing energy in the present moment. Like I said, I kept getting this bitter taste in my mouth, like herbs, like some of you are using specific herbs to heal yourself from within. You're doing a lot of resting, healing, recouping your energy. That is clarified by the Emperor. You have the Knight of Cups and you have the Fool. So yeah, the reason why a lot of you are in this mode right now is because you feel the shift, the Jupiter shift, and you know that there's going to be opportunities, abundance that are going to be coming into your life. By the way, this new beginning, this new thing that you're doing, this new start, this new journey that you're doing, it is going to lead to a lot of abundance for you. Okay. If you're seeking love or looking for love, I feel that stability connected to your love life is finally coming in because you're doing that inner work on yourself. And like I said, some of you, if you didn't take the opportunity to harness the opportunities that were there for you in the past, you're definitely going to take advantage of them now because you're doing that inner work on yourself. So for many of you, this is confirmation. If you're doing that inner work on yourself, you're resting, you're taking care of your body, you know, you're planning for this new beginning, you're finding stability within yourself. That is what is going to lead to this new opportunity that's coming in for you. Okay. Now let's move on to the next timeline. Now the next timeline for you, you have the Emperor. Now some of you are seeking stability deep down inside. You want the right partner. You want the right, you know, opportunities to come into your life. If there's a situation in your life right now where there's been nothing but conflict, there's been nothing but bickering, arguing, fighting, you really need to reflect on this. Because some of you right now in the present moment, you're longing and striving for stability. And you have to ask yourself, if you're involved in a situation where there's a lack of stability, there's a lack of understanding, there's nothing but conflict, what is it within this situation that keeps you feeling held back? Is it your finances? Is it your ability to not be able to get up and get away from the situation? If the answer is yes, then this is where you really need to focus on yourself. okay? Resting, healing, eating better, drinking better. All of these things are going to be very paramount to you, because what you don't realize is there is an ending that's taking place. Just like the same thing that happened in the past, there was a major ending. Some of you are in victim mode right now. Literally, you're in a situation where you feel that you don't have the power, you don't have the power to get out or to leave the situation. But the good news here is it will come to an end. It is coming to an end. It is slowly coming to an end. And I feel you are attracting somebody here who is going to bring more stability into your life, okay? I feel like there's a new person. There's somebody who is, and it doesn't have to be love necessarily, it could be a friend, but there's definitely something here about a new beginning that's happening, because some of you are in a situation where it's been very difficult. You've been feeling alone. There's been a lot of conflict. And I'm going to be honest with you, Pisces, a lot of you are not going to want to hear this, but I have to be honest with you. The reason why you're in this situation is because you didn't take advantage of the opportunities that were available to you in the past. There was significant opportunities for you in the past. Yes, there was. And there was a red flag here in the past, or it was very obvious that something here was coming to an end. Some of you reinvited, and this is your challenge. Woo! This is your challenge. You keep going back to something that's done, or you keep entertaining something that is done. And if that is you, you end up finding yourself in a place where there's nothing but conflict and feeling alone. And that's the truth, right? So the lesson here for you is to accept and understand, understand and overstand, know when something is done. And really think about it and ask yourself, this is why the Four of Swords is here, because a lot of you are doing this, you know, health checkup on yourself, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Many of you are realizing in the present moment that something here is not for you, and it's taken you a very long time to realize that it's done. And, you know, remember, you're the last zodiac sign. You're the 12th sign. So with Neptune and Saturn leaving your sign these past few weeks, months even, you're really realizing now that something here is done. There's really no going back to it, but some of you continue to go back to it because you think, well, you know, it's going to get better or it's going to improve. And that's your challenge, right? Your challenge is determining whether or not something is worth reconciling with or going back to. And because, you know, you didn't see the signs here in the past, or you didn't see the opportunities that would have allowed you to get out of the situation that you're currently in, this is why it's replaying again for you. And again, like I said, a lot of you watching this, you're on different timelines. Some of you are not in that negative situation anymore. Some of you overcame that and you moved on. Others of you are still stuck there. And I'm more focused on those of you who are stuck there so that you can get out of there and you can move on to bigger and better things. So this is what I'm seeing in the present moment. It's going to be different for many of you, but that's what I'm seeing. Okay. Now let's talk about the near future. I'm going to clarify all the cards. Yeah. Many of you right now are being called to move away from a relationship or move away from a situation that isn't bringing you stability. Some of you are going to be doing that in the near future. You will have the opportunity to do that because Jupiter will be in Cancer. It will be trining your sun, moon, or rising. So there will be a lot of clear opportunities. And one of the things that I want to mention to you, I'm going to give you a little bit of my spiritual insight, because I know you're very spiritual and you like to hear my spiritual insight. Saturn is, yes, it's a malefic, but Saturn also brings opportunities. It brings opportunities if you put the work in. If you don't put the work in, you will not see the opportunities. And this is why you missed the opportunity here in the past, because you didn't do the work. For those of you who did the work, you were rewarded. Now with Jupiter, Jupiter is more of an easy, it's a benefic, okay? So we have malefics and we have benefics, okay? So when you're dealing with a benefic planet, the opportunities are staring you dead center in your face. It's like, hi, I'm here, opportunity, opportunity. Saturn is opportunity, opportunity in the background, but you need to work for me. You need to work for me to get it, right? So many of you are going to have opportunities that show up dead in your face and you're going to see it. It's not going to be something that is going to be hard to see. And this is why for many of you, you're going to realize that something in the near future is going to come to an end. I feel there is an apology coming from a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It is somebody that you really love, but I feel the relationship may come to an end, or you may determine in the near future that love isn't for you, at least temporarily. Okay. Now you are going to be focusing on yourself. This is fulfillment, happiness, maybe over drinking and eating a little bit more. Some of you are having a hard time forgiving somebody here in the near future. And this is going to be super important because Part of your abundance. Jupiter is also connected to, you know, forgiving and healing and philosophy and, you know, the higher mind, right? So in the near future, one of the reasons why you feel stagnant, one of the reasons why you may feel that you can't quite move forward is because you haven't accepted somebody's apology or you haven't been able to make amends with somebody here. Some of you, I'm just going to put this out there, it's not going to resonate with all of you, but some of you are in a position right now in the present moment where you feel like a victim. You feel that you can't get out of the situation you're in, or you feel like you're stuck somewhere. And some of you may be looking at this person that you're dealing with as a monster, right? You may be saying this person's a monster. They don't care about me. They're putting me in a very bad position. But in the near future, it's going to be very important that you forgive this person and you forgive yourself, because this is what's going to allow the abundance to flow into your life. I'm not saying that you need to forget about what this person did to you. Absolutely not. But you definitely should be in a place of peace within yourself so that you can allow that Jupiter energy to come into your life, to bring you that abundance to flow in. Many of you are attracting in the near future. You have the King of Wands, could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I'm getting a Taurus here, or a Pisces, another Pisces, or a Cancer. You're attracting a relationship, a healthy one that is nurturing, one that is going to allow you to feel strength and vitality. You're attracting the right person into your life. And when this opportunity comes in for you, it's going to be very important that you clean the slate, because many of you are going to go through a time lapse where you go from being in a very toxic, heated, conflicting environment to maybe spending time on focusing on yourself and then meeting a new person and meeting the one. So there's a big transition that's happening for you, and remaining focused on all the things that went wrong for you is not going to be what moves you forward. Okay. So this is about choosing not to reconcile with something that's done. Accept that it's done, forgive yourself, forgive this person, and clear the slate energetically within yourself, so that as you move forward between now and, you know, June 2026, 1 year from now, you are fully prepared to receive the abundance and opportunities that are coming in for you, because that's what's happening. Okay. So let's get some advice for you, Pisces. What is the advice? Okay, the advice for you is the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Your biggest piece of advice here is to identify the things that are holding you back from your past, the things that you continue to do, the behaviors, the actions that are connected to your past. Your biggest piece of advice is to ask yourself, what is it that I need to change within myself, my behaviors, my attitudes, the way I approach certain situations? What is it that I need to change in order to let new energy into my life? Some of you are still doing something that is connected to your past that hasn't been serving you. It's not healthy for you. It's not giving you the abundance and the prosperity that you need. This is about transforming and changing and recognizing who your higher self is, who your biggest and best timeline energy is. Are you the type of person that wants success? And if you do, what does that look like? Is that the same energy that you've been walking around with, the same thing that you've been doing for quite some time? Or does that person energy look different? And if it does, what are the things, the behaviors and the attitudes that you've been carrying around with you that aren't serving you that you need to let go of? Once you identify these things that are no longer a part of who you are, the things that you're shedding, the things that are not in alignment with you, the closer you're going to get to a more stable and balanced energy that flows into your life. There's something here about shedding old skin. You are shedding your old skin and you're growing new skin to prepare yourself for a new timeline and a new energy that's coming in for you. And it's a matter of you identifying those things that need to change. Okay. So Pisces, I was going to say Scorpio. Pisces, thank you so much for tuning into this reading, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.